Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy, and today I am doing my July planner setup video. I have already done a few things, so hopefully this video won't be too long, but I am excited to be getting this done more at the end of the month and the beginning of the month, because sometimes I have to do it a little early or even a little late depending on life. So I'm just really glad you're here. I want to say welcome, and let's get into it. Okay, so when I kind of change over my planners, I really do like to have like just a guide, and I need to kind of brainstorm things that I want. So I made a list of all the things that I want to make sure that are in my planner, and then kind of even like an order list as well. So I made a list of what was working, and then I kind of put some other things in there to see if that's, something I want in my planner or not. So I do have my little guide here, nothing pretty or anything, just a half sheet grocery list. And I've been having small papers and half sheets in the front. I'm going to try to keep that. I have my daily and my to-do section next. I'm going to try to keep that as well. And I then have social media, wellness, home, and then I also have like a resource section. Now it seems like a lot, and I really am always trying to keep things down to somewhat minimal, to where I even will not put some things in it until it's necessarily needed, and I will take some things out if they are not needed in the month again, which is why I also have this little thing, planner here. So this holds a lot of things that come in and out of my planner throughout the month. So first of all, before we get into my actual planner, I am going to show you some things that I have taken out already. I've been playing around with some different like social media, weekly papers, inserts I should say, and I've really enjoyed these a lot. I like having goals, challenges, and wins to film and to edit, what's going on the day of, my inspirational quote that I love to have, and just, have it look nice. So this is kind of what I started off with back in mid-June, and then I changed it up. And so what I'm going to end up doing is putting that in my social media section. But I kind of have to go through all of this, you guys. So again, this kind of just holds some things that don't really have a place in my planner, but don't really have a place in a planner that holds all of like my older stuff as well. It might have some extra sheets that I've made in case I want to try something out, and so forth. So by the way, if you do hear noise in the back, it's just my son, he's playing. And a lot of my goals and like sheets that I just don't need in the moment all the time, but want to have are in here. So that's what this is. It's, I don't know, you guys, would it be like an inbox for planner stuff that you're removing and possibly putting into your planner? I'm not sure, but that's kind of what that is. And then I have all of these sheets that I have used throughout the month that I'm going to take out. Well, I actually obviously have already taken them out, but I do want to make sure that they stay somewhat organized. So here we have some meal planning that I started to do my own kind of little like way. Some of it worked, some of it didn't, so I'm making some adjustments on that. But that's more of like a home section, so I'm going to have different piles. I have my dailies, which I absolutely loved last week. I have them in order from Monday through Friday, so I'm going to keep that in my home section. I have my DIY like wellness that I really like doing. And this is also a time where I will go through and I will see if I've like hit my goals, write in what my challenges were and some wins. And I have already done most of that throughout the week, but I will just kind of double check in on it. And many of you guys know I fall off of tracking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not too hard on myself about it, but that may have to be a goal that I make for myself for my next week and maybe even the month of July. So these are the kind of things that I will end up usually taking like a piece of paper or a half sheet of paper and trying to just brainstorm them all somewhere. And then I will use this paper as I set up my newer monthly planner, so that way I don't have papers everywhere, right? So what I think I'm gonna do is choose something a little bit smaller than that piece of paper, because I feel like it could go to waste if that's the paper I chose. And I'm just looking over my planner right now and realizing I should probably get more mini paper notes. But what I'm gonna do is just kind of write them down here, so that way I don't forget that I wanna do that in my planner. Okay, so now we're getting to one of my last social media setups, which I really liked this. So as you can see, I changed it up quite a bit. I really like this. So that goes with my social media pile here. Another wellness, more wellness. So obviously this is going really good for me. I tracked some of my meals a little bit differently on the dashboard, which worked out really well. And then this one I just did not end up using. That's okay. And then another wellness, because I really do like the wellness spread. I started off with a whole week on one page, and then as you can see, I ended up going to a 2-page spread. So most of this ends up being wellness. Okay, so now I have home, wellness, and social media, and that is typically what the main sections of my planner. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of separate those out. This is a good time to make sure that you don't just kind of put it all in one big pile, because for me, I procrastinate going through a huge pile, and now it's done. Back to my actual monthly planner. I want to make sure I have small papers and half sheets in the front. I already am writing on many of them. Okay, so here's some half sheets. I have a few. I probably need to get some more. So what I will do is I will write like my to-do list. These things up here are good. I'm fine with all of that. This is my to-do list right now. Since we are in the week, that's kind of like the end of June, beginning of July. I have this to-do list going on, made it myself, and really liking that actual style and way of going about my to-do list. I really like this. So we'll see if I continue using that, but that's good to go for right now. Here is, so this was a sheet that I made, and it just printed off smaller than the paper size. So you know what, I figured this is the week to use something that is still usable, but not something I would typically have on in my normal layout. But I'm using this week. So this is basically my daily section. This is my social media. I'm trying out like another way of like my meal planning and events. So this is basically the section, you know, like my daily section. And this is a totally different wellness log I'm trying out. So this is the week of me trying out different things. And to be honest, it's probably not going to stop there. All right, so this whole section is good. It's basically what I'm doing for the week, and weeks change in my life. So I actually have other sheets that will end up going here. And what I like to do is I like to put them right here. So any other sheets that I use that aren't necessarily in the day but that are coming up. So I do have some of my other printables here. I need to look through them and see, like, for example, do I want my monthly currently? I think I'm gonna put that there. And then I will have some extras. My project sheet, I really want that there. And this is basically so I don't have to, like, let me get some light in here. Sorry, I should have had that since the beginning. This is so I don't have to go to like all the different sections of my planner. So my family meeting, and then these are some dailies. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using dailies this week, just because I'm trying out the weekly layout I just showed you guys, but I want these available. So for now, I'm going to put them right here as well. So as you can see, it's a pretty good sized chunk of paper. When I make my own inserts like this, I really just end up using regular copy paper until I can figure out if that is the exact layout I want. For now, it's working for me. In the future, I might go to a heavier weight paper, but I'm totally fine with this, and it makes my planner less bulky. Okay, so in my daily section, I have my daily sheets. I had my wellness, my weekly wellness, but as you saw, it's like this. It's different than the other one. And if you guys want any actual like details of any of these, explaining how I track in any of these, you know, or ways that I do that, let me know in the comments below. I would love to just put out content that you guys, you know, find helpful. My home management weekly, that was the first one right here. My family sheets. So this, obviously this list isn't like in any particular order, but I have currentlies for my kids, projects, my family meeting sheets. So that's what I was referring to for that. And then the next section is my to-do section. So we still have June in here. I need to take that out. I'm always kind of sad to take you know, something that I really enjoyed out. A couple of these things still need to be done. So I'm going to take those stickies out so I can put them in the new one. A lot of these things are things that just need to be put in there, and I like to save my sticky notes if they have not been used. All right, I really enjoyed July's squad goals spread, but I do want to keep this in here. At least I want to at least be able to refer to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out and put it to the side so I know that I need to at least refer back to it. And I have a video out already on decorating this spread. If you want to see it, it is in my Plan With Me's. The playlist is linked below. So as you can see, I am changing, sorry, I'm trying to like not hit the camera here. If you're wondering, like, why is she pulling them out so awkwardly? Okay, now I gotta go back to where I was though. Here we go. So this is again like my catch-all home section, but it's going to serve as, well, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm going to use the dashboard layout. I might use the dashboard layout for my wellness again. And then this would be more for, I don't know. I'm always stuck because for my catch-all home, I really like home, life, personal. I really don't need this. What I need is the section that I just went through with you guys. But I love having this monthly for that. And as you saw last month, I ended up sort of struggling to use, I mean, it's probably any planner for my personal, because really I almost just want to journal personal things that happen. And I think that might be what I do here. keep it more for like memories. But the other idea that I have is to use it for my wellness, where I will track my eating here. And then on this side, I'm going to track all the other stats that I keep track of, like, for example, I already took them out. For example, my steps, my carbs, my macros, my calories burned, my workouts, all that good stuff. So we will see, but for right now, I will go ahead and put this in here as I'm doing this planner setup. I do like to end up notating, you know, not sure of use. And honestly, that's just, a lot of that's because when I do my own planners inserts now, they just have exactly what my vision is for that. So we will see if these end up getting used, or most likely I will probably take some out anyways, because I don't need the extra bulk of the sheets, especially if I don't know if they're getting used. But I always love having this page in here, so we will somehow incorporate that, I'm pretty sure. But this is a good time to make sure that I wrote down the appointment. So what I like to do is end up putting that sticky on the day that we have that. And the other thing is this project of painting my cabinets. I'll just put that there for now. But so that is what I'm set up for personal and family stuff. Next section is social media. We are going to continue using my own personal sheets for now. I have a couple extra in there, so that's good. I have some notes. What I do end up needing to clean out here is my old calendar. And a lot of times I only take that out if I really, really like need to. I do have some things that I might want to notate elsewhere, so I will put that aside. And I already have the calendar in here for July because I needed to start pre-planning some things. So that looks good. Now, you guys, I'm using the monthly for my social media this time, but this isn't usually like more of my daily tracking. This is just where I'm keeping all of my video ideas and things like that, and maybe even brainstorming papers. So that's my social. We're good to go there. The only thing I need to add are these monthly video checklists. And I'm trying to decide if I want them in front of the calendar or behind the calendar. Behind the calendar, I have all of this stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is go in front of the calendar because it's easier for me to get to just like, you know, open that up. And then I have last month's here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep for a little while longer because we still have some things going on as I'm filming this video. But these will be all of July's video checklists. So I like having these pages because I can go back and see the videos that were posted and ultimately maybe even not posted. All right, so that is social media. Next up is my wellness section. So let me go and get, so if I didn't say it already, I have my wellness calendar, I have my monthly calendars back here just to kind of make sure I don't lose them throughout my house. And I am going to take, I'm always kind of sad to take out old things that are working so well. And we're going to put in the new one. I love the colors though. And the color scheme for the month. What I did forget to do last time is this. I did get new tabs. I'm tempted to change those up, but right now I feel like I'm okay with the tabs being daily, social, wellness. Home, though, is way back here, so, whoops, sorry, I'm just flipping everywhere here. Okay, so here's wellness. It's good to go. Everything is ready from my prep of my monthly. The only thing I need to update here are my weights, my morning weights here. That's updated. And then the next section is my home section. This is definitely a section I'm going to be working with throughout the month to just make sure I'm getting the most out of it, and the most productivity and all of that. But this is where I'm also keeping some of my previous meal plans so I can go back for ideas, my checklist, and my theme meal rotation, home care stuff. All of that is just going here, and then some extra sheets. So family memory making, just any of those family sheets that maybe I had already printed out, I went ahead and put back here. And even some home care schedules. So I just haven't used it because I have to write it in, but it's not a big deal. And I don't want to waste it. To just have to write it in is totally fine. So I have a few different ones of those as well. Weekly plans. So a lot of my brainstorm stuff goes back here. And just some cleaning plans. So a lot of the things are staying the same. My resource section really doesn't need to be cleaned out either because I already cleaned it out for the most part. When I go through my flip throughs halfway through the month, or I should say 3/4 of the month, what I do need to do is get my to-do list tab over here. Let's see, where do I want to put that? I think I'll put it here. Since usually what you grab like that, right? Okay. So then I just kind of go through my brainstorm here. I'm not necessarily using squad goals for my to-do section this month because I wanted to stick with, where do we go here? I wanted to use my homebody seasonal dashboard classic planner because of the seasonal vibe it gives. So that's why I made that change. Not saying I won't miss my squad goals, but for July, that's what it's going to be. And I'm thinking, like I said, this is going to be memories and maybe a little ongoing to-do list if I don't end up wanting to continue to use this, or just to go back and forth. But that's what I think that will be instead of like an actual to-do section. We already went through social media just to have extra weekly sheets. I did make my little routine checklist. It's nothing pretty or anything. It's just in there. I have this calendar and schedule, my video checklist, my content list you guys saw was my, was all of this. So I would love to do like more of a detailed explanation of all of this as I go through the month and see how it works. But so far I can see it working really well for my brain type. But it's called the monthly, and it's the Doodles Classic Happy Planner. And having notes and stuff for ideas, so that's taken care of. Wellness, I have my calendar. I will need to make my goals page, which I might just make out of this, similar to last month's. And so that's there. It kind of needs to be done, but it's there. And again, like I said, I might use the dashboard layout, and if I do, I will just take out those other pages and move it here. Let's see, where are we at here? The only thing I can see doing differently with that, though, is I just probably won't end up needing this part here, and I would just take out, you know, all of this and move it, and then maybe cover this up. And then extra, if any, used weekly sheets. So yes, I do have some of those extra weekly sheets on my computer that I can just print out if I want to go back to using those. But for now, you see that it's in my daily section. I have a big old list here for home. It's just basically extra sheets for anything home management, and those are in there. So I'm just gonna put a big check mark. This is just something I will probably be working on throughout the month, just adding some weekly prep items to my home management page. And I'm gonna leave that just like that. So it's really not necessarily part of setting up my July planner. But I made a little list of things that I need to make sure that I do. Write in my goals, wellness to try to continue tracking, and food logging Friday through Sunday. And then I need to just grab some more half or mini blank sheets, which are upstairs, and I'm not upstairs right now. All right, you guys, that is my monthly planner setup routine this month. As you know, it all changes with the seasons of my life. And if you guys want to see any more in the future, please subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of when I post videos. Typically, I post Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I even get some bonus ones in there, you guys. I got a bonus one in there this last week, so proud of myself. But find me on Instagram at Mandy_Chavez Chapters, because I would love to just interact with you and get to know you guys more through that platform as well. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, amazing, beautiful week and 4th of July and summer. And I'll see you guys for my next one. Bye.